Let's talk about the elephant in the market, which is interest rates. Are interest rates? I don't know grammar, I know real estate, but if you haven't noticed, this year interest rates have been increasing pretty rapidly, which, to be fair, the Fed said last year that they were going to be doing this year, so we had a decent heads up, but still, it really stinks to see interest rates going from 3 and 4% now up to 5 and 6%. So if you are considering buying, you may be asking yourself, is now still a good time to buy? So that's what this video is going to be talking about. Before diving into it, my name is Sandusky. I'm the team leader of the Sandusky group here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. If you get any value at all from this, we would be super honored, and it would mean a lot to us if you subscribe to the channel. It allows us to grow and see what we need to do to be better. And at the very least, you can leave us feedback, give us a thumbs up, all that jazz. Before getting too far into it, I first want to put on my empathy hat and say I get it. It stinks. It stinks to see interest rates increasing, especially if you've had family and friends the past couple of years that have bought at 2.9, 3, and even 4%. Your interest rate going higher means your payment's going to be higher. It means your buying power is a little lower. So I get it. It stinks. I feel you. I think what's good to do sometimes is compare the rate to all-time historic interest rates. If you look at this graph, you can see in the late 70s that interest rates were as high as 17%. So they've been much, much higher. Obviously, if you're going to compare it to the past 2 years at 2 and 3 and 4%, it's going to look like a little buzzkill. However, comparatively speaking, on all-time levels, we're in a good spot. So to address the question, is now a good time to buy? If you've watched our past videos, you know the word now can be a triggering word. Please know that this is not coming out of a place of manipulation or creating urgency. It's more so out of a place at creating perspective. If you want to look at interest rates and determine if now is a good time for you to buy, it's really as simple as contacting your lender, seeing what your payments would be at a certain price point, seeing what you can afford, and determining if that fits your budget. But if we're answering the question, is now a good time to buy, it's important to look at things from a broad perspective and focus on home prices, not interest rates. Home prices have increased dramatically over the past couple of years, and if you look at this graph, you can see that various sources predict that home prices in 2022 will continue to increase at an average at 9%. Looking a little further out into the future, this graph shows home prices are still expected to increase all the way through 2026. Maybe not as dramatic of an amount as the past couple of years, but increasing nonetheless. So if you want to compare interest rates and home prices, one major difference is that interest rates you can change, home prices you cannot. So is now a good time to buy? Well, if you're looking at a graph and you see prices are still expected to increase over the upcoming years, yes, it's a good time to buy because you're going to be gaining equity during that time. If interest rates are your holdup, I get it. Again, your mortgage payment is going to be higher. Like I said though, interest rates you can change, and a couple of ways to change your interest rate are to refinance your loan. So if you see that interest rates take a dip, you can refinance. Another option is to pay your interest rate down when you're buying your house. Both of those options you need to chat with a lender about to see what costs you incur doing that. But again, you do have the ability to change your interest rate, but your home price, you cannot. If you're waiting on interest rates to decrease and drop, home prices are continuing to rise, so you can see the predicament on waiting. So to sum it up, is now still a good time to buy considering interest rates increasing? My answer is yes. Obviously, there's a case-by-case basis looking at what you can afford and what your budget allows, but from a broad perspective, home prices are still expected to increase, so yes, now is still a good time to buy. Hopefully this brought you some perspective if you are in the market and kind of on the fence about things. What's really important to do as buyers is not buy into the media hype. If you see clickbait articles, read them, see what the articles say, and reach out to your trusted realtor to get their perspective. That is it for today. Remember to subscribe and give us some feedback. We'd love to hear what you think about the matter. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hey, congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Not many people can say they've done that. Well, we hope it brought you value. Remember to subscribe and like and give us some feedback. And if you want some more, here's 2 options for you.